You're gonna be rebuilding it again.
Yes, it's gonna be back on the surgery bench. Back in surgery again. I don't like doing them twice.
That's right. Yeah, doing them twice has got to be such a chore.
Yeah,
Now,
it's not only frustrating, but you just, you think you've done something wrong, and usually, it's like my grandpa used to tell me when I had a problem. It's either something you did or something you didn't do.
Which one?
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, Pops.
And fix it.
So, I was going to pull this up earlier and I forgot. I basically know, but I like to double check myself because this is not an easy training to do.
Sure.
All right.
Well, the Caravan Town and Country has been around since what, 87?
Well, yeah, the Town and Countries have been around for a long, since back in the 70s, I think. 79, 80, somewhere in that area.
87. I think 87.
But,
87.
well, they went from 3 speeds to 4 speeds
from
to
the
6 speeds.
short wheelbase to the long wheelbase.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
So yeah, absolutely.
So, you just, it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
All right, so I know I got my Spragman right. Just to double check, and I knew I did, but I still like to double check.
Better safe than sorry.
Yes, sir.
5 minutes now compared to 5 hours later.
Yes.
I think that's how the saying goes.
What I do? You're thinking, what I do?
What did I do or what didn't I do?
I did everything
As
right.
Granddad said.
I did everything right, but it still don't work.
So, and that's probably one of the reasons that's meticulous thought process that you seem to have on this. It's probably one of the reasons that obviously your comeback work, according to the management team here, is one of the better in the industry. You do a real nice job, according to what they're telling me, that, again, you like to touch it once and fix it once and be done with it.
Don't want to do it again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, you can have all the knowledge in the world. If you don't have any desire, you're gonna fall short on whatever you're trying to accomplish.
Well, it's called pride. You take a lot of pride in your work,
Right.
And you try to do the best you can, like I said, but sometimes it's something electrical.
Sometimes it's something out of your hands, but
Yeah.
as long as you know that you've done everything you're supposed to do, and that's really the definition of any team, right? Mm-hmm. So the guys up front, they have a job to do. The guy that does the remove and replace. Wait till you guys see this guy. Oh my goodness. Rex is an animal.
Yes, he is. He's been in the business for as long as I have.
Yeah, he makes me tired watching him. But yeah, I mean, and if none of those people do what they're supposed to, you could be the best builder in the world. It ain't gonna matter.
Exactly.
Your accounting department,
Exactly.
upper management, social media department, all
Parts
that.
departments, everything.
All of it.
It all falls into place.
Yeah. So it is a team effort. No matter if you're on a real team as far as a sports team, or if you're in an environment that you're part of something great. And yeah, the guys say that you just do a phenomenal job.
Well, I appreciate that very much. I try to do the best I can.
And you're pleasurable. You're nice to talk to. You're not odd or weird. It's great. To do something like this presentation and have you walk us through this. A lot of people couldn't accomplish this. A lot of guys that maybe have been building as long as you, maybe longer. They just don't have the interpersonal skills a lot of times to be able to explain things to people.
Yes.
And I think that's where this industry fails a lot too.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that don't like to be messed with and disturbed and all that stuff.
Sure.
I like people to see our type of work, what we do.
Absolutely. Well, I think it's imperative because it's, people don't understand it, so they just go to a shop and they R&R a used transmission and they get screwed.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so with all this being done here,
And those were what they call the steels, right? That you just put in.
These are the clutch packs, and
Oh.
they're steels. There is steels, and then there's clutches. You got
Okay.
steel clutch.
Oh, okay.
Now, and on these newer ones, you also got what they call one-sided steels, or clutches. I'm sorry. One side is like a steel. The next step up is a clutch. So that's the way they started designing them.
What's the difference in the surfaces on each? Because there's got to be some kind of difference, right?
They just make them thinner. They stack more in.
Oh, I see.
Is
I
what
see.
they do.
And those are responsible to provide.
Shift quality, smoothness, and how the clutch applies, and all that good stuff.
Because they're all spinning against each other.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Okay.
They're
more
all
of those-
spinning into it's applied, and it's got to be able to hold.
That makes
and
sense.
it makes a better, smoother shift.
Love that.
All right, so this is done at this point in time.
Perfect.
What I'm gonna have to do is go out here and get the rest of my parts out of the machine
Perfect.
in just a minute to finish up doing what they call the input, underdrive, overdrive section of the transmission.
Perfect.
And this is what they call the low compound drum section of the transmission.
Roger that.
So let me go out here and get the rest of my, well, hang on, I got a couple more things to do here.
Perfect.
Yeah, Rick and them make fun of me because they're like, what are you shaking for?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee will do it to you every
What they
time.
don't realize is I stop in the morning and get a cold cup of coffee. And then I get here and drink 2 more cups of coffee.
Oh, wow.
It helps me speed the process up with the trannies.
There you go.
See?
Hey, that's why I'm getting your Keurig. I figured it was going to get me another transmission a day.
And if I had my own one back here, then I wouldn't have to go up there to get
And listen
one.
to their busting of your stones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it makes sense for me to bring it.
But yeah, back to real quick what you had said about R&R guys with wrecks. You know, a good builder could always mess up a good R&R man. And it's vice versa.
Sure.
A good R&R man can mess up a good builder.
Sure.
So it's very important that you work together as a team. You got to know, what fluid capacity, the parameters of doing quick learns, redoing the torque converter. You got to set the values in the converter. You don't just install one of these trannies anymore these days and go drive it. It takes time doing quick learns and all that kind of stuff. So, but he's a very good R&R guy and easy to get along with.
He's great. I mean, he's so easy, right? I mean, but watching him, man, makes you tired.
I know.
He's constant.
I gotta tell him sometimes, will you relax?
Yeah. He just wants to get it all done. And I seen him pull cars in and take things out in minutes. And I'm like, how did he do that?
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll cut this off for now, but we'll
Yep.
be right back with you after he gets his parts ready for the rest of the rebuild.
Thank you.